my breakfast for today is flaxseed meal, and I use this little container right here. One full container because it's for 3 people. It's this will serve 3. I also use 2 green apples, and you can see some of the apple bits in there. I started grinding it up before I had a chance to show you guys all the fruit, and these are the fruits that I use in there. Okay, so it's one little container like this, and I would say that this is, let's see, it doesn't tell me what this measurement is, but I think this is about like a half a cup or so, you know. Yeah, it's the 100% organic Bob's Red Mill is a very good brand. Golden flaxseed meal, and the reason that I use this is because oatmeal turns into sugar in your body, and so I don't like to use oatmeal. I now use flaxseed meal for breakfast. Okay, and this is sort of like the consistency, but I'm gonna have to blend it some more, and it's really loud, so I don't want to do it on camera, but this is sort of the consistency that you get, and it sort of looks like oatmeal. I'm gonna pour some out into a bowl so that you can see how it is. So again, guys, I just wanted you to see this before I pour it, how much this makes. Let's see the measurements. Put this container. Let's see. This made, and I don't think I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I'll say it made looks like 3.5 cups, no, 4 cups, 4 full cups, or 32 ounces of cereal. Okay, this made 32 ounces worth of cereal. And the Ninja, it only will get my apples and stuff chopped up with so much, but I mean, we like it as it is. But I will let you know, also we use a little bit of honey and cinnamon. Makes a perfect breakfast. And no, we don't heat it up because we don't want to cook our foods. You can also use regular flax seeds and grind them up yourself. But I also wanted you to see what the consistency is, and that, oh, and by the way, when I was off camera for a minute, I measured it, and it is, this container is 1/4 of a cup. 1/4 of a cup, 1 banana, 2 Granny Smith apples. And if you want, you can use orange or pineapple. I'm going to use my orange and pineapple for a smoothie this morning. But you can just whatever kind of fruits you want to use. But we use banana and apple for the one this morning. 2 apples, 1 banana, and water. You have to use water. I used about a cup of water. Okay, 1 cup of water to 1/4 cup of flaxseed meal, and it thickens to a cereal like this. You know, it's awesome. Like, wow, you know. So I'm just saying, you know, flaxseed meal is kind of you know, expensive. Like, I pay $4, about $4 for this bag. But hey, and it makes a lot of cereal. 1/4 cup, along with your fruits and everything. And let's see, calories on flaxseed meal, 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. And I guess in 1/4 of a cup, you have to imagine that would be maybe double that. You know, maybe 120 calories, and if you tripled it, it would be 180 calories. Split between 3 people, you're getting 60 calories plus the calories from the fruits, and you get a nice hearty bowl of oatmeal. Okay, so thank you all for sharing my breakfast with me. Oh, and it's delicious, by the way. I love fruits, any kind of fruit with cinnamon and honey. I used to love the oatmeal, but again, oatmeal turns into like a sugar in your body, whereas flaxseed does not do that. And so I do eat flaxseed now. I don't eat quinoa or any of those things that can turn into a sugar in my body. I've completely quit them. Yeah, so try it out, guys, and I hope you like it. Be blessed. Hey guys, by the way, I just wanted to also share with you, I think I'm doing this wrong. I just wanted to share with you too about the flaxseed meal. Please excuse me, I just woke up this morning. But the flaxseed meal is very an excellent source of fiber. And we also put the Granny Smith apples in there. If any of you ever have any issues with constipation, getting flaxseed meal in your diet like this and having the Granny Smith apples is an excellent source of fiber. And when my children were younger, I have children who are 24, 25, 17 and 19 years old. And whenever my children had problems with constipation, I used the apples. You know, I started making sure that they got apples in their diet because I had noticed that when you eat apples, you use the bathroom, you know, when you haven't eaten them for a while. Back then, I used to eat very, very poorly, okay, in my 20s when my children were young. And so if, you know, I got some fruit in the house and I started eating apples, I noticed that I would have to immediately run to the bathroom, and it's because your system isn't used to it. And so a natural laxative is just for you to add more apples, you know, like the Granny Smith type, and water into your diet. If you add those in and start drinking a lot of water, it will flush you out, okay? There's other raw foods that you can eat. I mean, cooked spinach and things like that, they're okay, but they don't do what eating a couple of apples and flushing your system with a lot of water will do for you, okay? So you don't have to be constipated. You don't have to suffer with that. Honestly, my children being 24 and 25 and having been my eldest and 19 and 17, and they've all lived with me up until they were about 16, 17, well, really adult, except for one. So I didn't have to take them to the doctors for constipation at all. So honestly, if you really have a problem with constipation, that's one of the things that you can do if you don't want to do the raw food diet the way that some of us do, or vegetarian lifestyle, you know, because I do partial raw and partial vegetarian. And as you guys can see, it's doing my body very well. But I just wanted to share that flaxseed and flaxseed meal is a good way. Now I'm about to replace my blender because I want to be able to make my own almond milk. I don't want to buy it out of the store, and there's a lot of, you know, different things that I want to put in my body that I need to have a better blender for, because I do a lot of home remedies on myself. Now what I do is I just want everybody to know that I have not been to see a doctor, other than I had a spider bite and I went to the doctor for the spider bite because I didn't know how to treat it. And ever since then, I've been doing more studying so that I can learn, you know, a wider variety of things instead of waiting until things come up, because I was really upset with myself that I had to go and deal with an MD on this, the spider bite. So, you know, that was a good thing, and I feel like God sent me through that because it was meant for me to start reading and studying more, so that when something serious happens, I mean, because what if you're out in the woods and you can't go to a doctor? That would be pretty bad, okay? So anyway, again, then I have you know, sisters who are homeschooling families and also Christian, who have holistic doctors and things like that. And oh my gosh, the holistic doctors are so much, they're wonderful. They're so much better. Please look up holistic doctors and check them out for yourself. But one of the things that I do in my household is that what you see Shawnee doing, I do for myself. I don't force it upon my children. I don't want to go too much into their own personal affairs on YouTube, because, you know, it's up to each individual to share their own story on their own when they see fit. But I will say this. It's an awesome thing to lead by example, and I lead by example, and my children decide for themselves and their children what they want to do as far as using MD medicine or holistic medicine and prayer. Okay. And some of them have, picked up the things that I have taught them over the years, and I'm very happy about that, and very happy for them that they are blessed in that way. And for the others, I just pray. You can't force anything on anyone, but my lifestyle that I share with you all is my lifestyle. I think I did mention in another video that I was quite happy that my 17-year-old often asked me to share the foods that I eat, to share the home remedies that I come up with, and that she's even experimented, and she found a couple on her own and said, hey mom, I found out this, let's try this. And I'm like, wow, she's getting into it and she's learning, but there are lots and lots of books that are written by some doctors who have been MD. They have been, the regular traditional doctors that we're all been kind of raised to follow. And those doctors have come away from being MD, and they do now practice holistic medicine because they felt convicted that what they were teaching and being a part of was wrong. So there's books out there, I mean really thick books that you can get, and they'll teach you how to heal yourself herbally and through the foods that God has given us on the earth. And most of the time, it's, what I think healing is? It's just, 9 times out of 10, it's just a deficiency. It's something that we should have been incorporating into our diets all along, but we just weren't doing that, okay? So it's in my opinion, it's not about healing. It's just about just starting to eat the things you're supposed to do. And as you take out packaged and boxed foods and frozen foods, I don't even like frozen berries and fruits and stuff like that because I don't know what they do to that, I get that stuff fresh and then I can freeze it because I got it, But at any rate, once you get the cookies and crackers and packaged noodles and all those kinds of things out, you can bring in all the wonderful things that you should have been eating in the first place. That's all that's happening here. We're not doing anything brand new. We're just going back to the old way. Okay, so again, that was my tip for the day on fiber. I love you all. Stay tuned for more videos, and continue to be blessed, healthy, and happy.